Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving my Taurus December 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, well, first thing up is as far as December goes, the Sun will be in Sagittarius from the 1st until the 22nd. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on a major change, transformation, crisis, even shared resources, emotional, moral, monetary support, sex, intimate relationships, sexual relationships, insurance, tax matters, even psychology. And given that this is, you're talking about Sagittarius energy, this may be done with a lot of expansive energy, a lot of exuberance, enthusiasm, and ebullience, and maybe done with really just going outside the box. There could be a focus on really strongly going outside the box and really making a major transformation. It could be very fortuitous for this because Sagittarius, of course, is the sign of luck and fortune. You're talking about the 8th house of transformation. So Taurus, this could be your ideal time to focus on making that major change or transformation and having the optimistic energy to do so at this time. Now, in some cases, this could shine a light on a Sagittarius surgical matter, especially in its transits making it in conjunct to the Ascendant, which it will, or if it's actually at some point will make an in conjunct to your Ascendant. If you have a Taurus Ascendant, of course, it will make that in conjunct to it at some point aspect. And you're talking about, it could be something Sagittarius related, such as something with the liver, the thighs, sciatic nerve, anything that could be Sagittarius related at this time. So anyway, and sometimes could be an eye surgical issue, because remember that the Sun rules the left or the right eye depending on gender. And it could be, being Sagittarius, of course, it could be a very expanded eye issue, so to speak, because Sagittarius doesn't do anything in small doses generally. Next thing up. Well, as far as December goes, the Sun will be in Capricorn from the 22nd until the 31st. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, attention, and focus on philosophy, religion, higher education, going outside the box, so to speak, expanding horizons, in-laws, grandchildren, global communications, long distance travel, and given that this is, you're talking about Capricorn energy, this may be done with a lot of methodical, deliberate energy, done with a lot of seriousness, but being very conventional and orthodox. This could be the focus on a very maybe having some kind of very conventional philosophy, and being maybe focused on being very methodical in terms of expanding one's horizons, but being very prudent and cautious as well, since we're talking about Capricorn energy. And in some cases, this could shine the light on really a lot of focus on a Capricorn in-law or grandchild. It could be a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Capricorn traits. Now, anyway, the next thing up is there will be a full moon in Gemini on December 12th. So the 2nd house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Taurus at this time, well, this could manifest in a multitude of ways. This could be one way this could pan out. This could be about the revelation or unveiling of some kind of mischievous activity regarding one's finances at this time. It could be something about maybe somebody at your place where you generate income is being exposed as a gossiper, or if there was some gossiping regarding your values, your resources, possessions you have, and really just your income. This is a time where this could actually really strongly be exposed and come out. Now, at the same time, this could also be the completion or culmination of a Gemini money-making endeavor. It could be something connected with writing, journalism, some form of communication like data or satellite communication, something with the hands that involves really strong dexterity, such as auto refrigeration, mechanics, or working on or auto mechanics at this time. Um, could be a time too where really the communication maybe regarding a monetary matter or some possession comes to an end. This could be a time where a Gemini type possession is finally revealed, or it's found. If something had been missing for some time, some communication device, such as like a walkie-talkie or a phone or something with a computer, this could be a time where it might actually, you might actually find it on a positive note. And when we're talking about full moon energy, this could be a time where one simply becomes very tired, exasperated, or full of something. This could be a time where one becomes very tired, exasperated, or full, so to speak, of an overly inquisitive, vacillating, mercurial, um, changeable, overall loquacious. It could be somebody that you had valued, or someone that figures prominently in your possessions, your resources, or at the place where you generate income. Well, now the next thing up for Taurus, well, there'll be a new moon slash solar eclipse in Capricorn on December 26th. So the ninth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted now. Again, this can manifest in a multitude of ways. Of course, a solar eclipse is like a new moon, but it's more amplified, and it can have really more powerful impact. I see this as being something like a new moon, but can be something that will have more sustained, protracted energy. Well, one way this may pan out, this could be the start of actually not being facetious or very orthodox or conventional religion, which you may stick to for some time, but it could also be the beginning of a connection, perhaps with an in-law or a grandchild that might be a Capricorn. I mean, if it's a grandchild and it's something grandchild, of course, that would being on the new moon would have a Capricorn sun and moon anyway. But as far as the in-law goes, it could be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant person, or one that embodies Capricorn traits. It could be some kind of business that might be started, that might be with someone, with a foreigner, or might just be a connection with a foreigner that could be a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies those traits at this time. So could also be the start, where you begin to methodically really expand your horizons and put a lot of serious, consistent energy into this. And it could be really a major turning point for you, Taurus, because we are talking about a solar eclipse, which of course the implication, the energy and the impact, the effect can be much more amplified than the typical new moon. So those are some ways that this may manifest or pan out at this time. So anyway, or it could even be the start of a Capricorn publishing venture, or it could be something connected with Capricorn, such as something with business or politics or dentistry or information technology, or even timekeeping, anything that could be Capricorn related. Now, next thing up, there is going to be Mercury will be in Scorpio from, as far as December goes, from the 1st until the 9th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, Taurus, you might find yourself embroiled. A lot of incisive, probing, even provocative, deep conversations and communications with a significant other, or it could be a grandmother in some cases, or just others in general. And it could even be very caustic communications with open adversaries. And also, your mind might be trying to really a lot of deep thinking regarding dealing with legal matters and open adversaries. You might be trying to get beyond subterfuge and superficiality with others in general, and using penetrating insight to do this. And it could be a time too, as I've stated in previous videos, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Scorpio characteristics that might figure prominently in legal matters, competition, business partnerships in some cases, dealings with open adversaries, and anything that could be 7th house related. So and also too, this could be about at a time when you're talking about Mercury and Scorpio, 7th house energy, or this could be some communication about a Scorpio type partnership or some kind of business connection, such as something with astrology, the occult, supernatural, locksmithing, something That could be, surgery, surgeons, or anything that could be Scorpio-related, coroner work, embalming. So anyway, hold on a moment, people. Well, next thing up is, as far as December goes, Mercury will be in Sagittarius from the 9th until the 29th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, one way this might pan out, this could be about communication, about really enthusiastically, exuberantly making a major change or transformation, and also thinking very optimistically regarding dealing with some kind of a major crisis at this time, or some kind of upheaval that you're going through, upheavals. And at the same time too, this could be where you actually might be doing a lot of philosophical thinking in conversations with somebody you're in an intimate or sexual relationship with at this time. And also it could be even conversations about a Sagittarius like surgery in some isolated cases, and it could be something connected with the liver, or the sciatic nerve, or the thigh, or anything that could be Sagittarius related. And also too, as I've stated before, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Sagittarius characteristics that might figure out prominently in moral, emotional, monetary support, crisis situation, taxes, insurance matters. And whether they're to your detriment or they're beneficial, a lot of that could be predicated independent on aspects it makes to points in your chart. A sextile trine to your natal Jupiter, they could be more auspicious on average, but if you're looking at, say, it makes an adverse aspect to your natal Saturn, they might actually contribute to some loss in one or more of those areas I just described. So anyway, next thing up, well, Mercury will be in Capricorn as far as December goes, from the 29th until the 31st. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, you might find yourself at this time, Taurus, really thinking about going outside the box, but very methodically, very deliberately, but using a lot of, real conventional energy. It could even be conversations about a very orthodox or conventional religion in some cases. But at the same time, you might find yourself talking with perhaps older, it might be communications with older foreigners, or people that are in publishing, or any 9th house venue at this time. And it could be a time too where you're basically, Mercury and Capricorn energy could be very intransigent and inflexible. It could be a time too where you might be thinking really rigidly and in really an intransigent manner regarding matters with going outside the box, so to speak, expanding horizons, or even traveling abroad, publishing. But the mind may be more premeditative in those areas as well. Now, given this is Mercury again, as I stated before, of course, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Capricorn traits that might figure more prominently with your in-laws, matters with your in-laws, your grandchildren, if applicable, expanding horizons, religion, traveling abroad, publishing even in some cases. But last but not least, Venus will be in Capricorn as far as December goes, from the 1st until the 20th. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time, Taurus, you might find yourself, if you're unattached, you may connect with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies those traits. It might be someone you meet at a religious congregation, a college, university, some publishing venue. It could be a foreigner, someone you meet through traveling abroad. It might even just be like an older person that you may meet at a night, some kind of 9th house venue at this time as well. And also too, another way this may manifest, this could be about valuing conventionality, structure, discipline, caution, prudence, premeditation in 9th house matters, such as traveling abroad, publishing, matters with in-laws, with grandchildren, traveling abroad, doing things connected with higher education. And a lot of it's also the enjoyment of consistency in those matters. In another way, this could manifest and pan out. This could be about the enjoyment of Capricorn related things with in-laws, with grandchildren, even with foreigners. It could be something connected with business, with politics, even information technology, things associated with timekeeping, even accounting, anything that could be Capricorn related at this time. So I mean, this is also a time to, if you're in a, if you're looking for, that you're not an attached Taurus and you're trying to find that significant other, this may be done with a lot of premeditation and a lot of planning, a lot of really thinking strongly before acting out on anything connected with that. And it could be, again, it could be something, somebody that could be a foreigner, someone you meet at a college, university, or religious congregation. And also another way this may manifest, this could also be about, I mean, you're talking about Venus and Capricorn and the ninth house energy. It could be about a lot of spending, not necessarily a lot, but spending with a lot of planning, a lot of premeditation, very conservatively regarding, could be a publishing matter, matters with higher education, religion, and traveling abroad. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Taurus December 2019 horoscope forecast part 1 of 2. Stay tuned next time. I'll be giving you my Taurus December 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.